Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you for joining me. On Friday, the market volatility picked up rather rapidly after the US Federal Reserve has indicated further by officials that the US Central Bank would hike rates in its next meeting, after US Federal Reserve Jerome Powell said that a half point or 50 basis point interest rate hike would be on the table. Also adding to that was on Friday that Cleveland Federal Reserve Bank President Loretta Mester said that she wants to see the Fed policy rate at 2.5% by the end of this year. From that, the market went very whipsawed. The US dollar index, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, rallied to a 20-month high of 101.84. This has seen a lot of the markets tumble heavily, including the Australian dollar. As you can see, the market crushed the 60-day moving average, which was somewhere around 73.15, and failing to find the bullish return, the market has fallen further to 71.32. In light of the pattern here, it has respected this low, which was seen somewhere back in early February, and that was the beginning of part of the bull trend. Still, let's see if the market has found a base. I'm not going to get too negative at this point of the range, due to the fact is that the RSI is oversold, and the fact is that the market may actually find a bit of momentum here. So let's see if we can get a bounce to the start of this week. The euro has crushed through the level of 107.50 and now puts speculation that we could see further down tests. But that being said, though, we can see there is a bit of bullish divergence coming again back in the RSI. Still, we got to look at the weeklies or maybe even the monthlies. And the fact is there is little support until 105. The ADX from the broader picture is very strong to the bear trend. And the fact is we are extremely oversold. So it's a little bit hard to get too excited to the bear case. Nevertheless, it's reached my target of 107.50, and let's see how the market plays it to the start of this week. Dollar yen, well, the market is actually starting to take the challenge lower, has it just about nearly broken through this trend, which is around 127.65.70. The RSI is heavy and therefore could see a further target to 126. Let's see how this market takes the steps lower, as we've got a doji in place here to support an indecisiveness on this top side challenge around 129 recently, and that is if this trend is a true break, which is starting to look like the way that the fact is that the RSI is marrying up with the MACD, could put a projection to around, or trajection that is, to around 123.5. Sterling took heavy casualties on Friday and Monday, and now for the moment I'm going to sit out and see how the market plays into the start of this week. It's a little bit hard to get negative when the markets are getting somewhat oversold, and especially the sterling. So I'd like to see first of all if we can get any kind of retracement or bounce from current levels. Since reaching its topside target of 194.2040 for sterling Kiwi, the market has turned lower and now looking back towards 191 as a potential target. Overall, I feel that it's accomplished its top side and now looking back towards 191 and reassess. Gold has been somewhat heavy, and the fact is that we could be looking now down towards the region of 1,878. It's picking off the supports one by one, and from the recent support at 1,920, the next target is 1,878 to 82, and then reassess from there in case we get a retracement. And wrapping up with oil, is the market still remains somewhat heavy since that rejection last week of 109.50. Reaching its target of $97 a barrel could now see a fall towards 93. A little bit of caution there, though, is that we found good demand there right back here from February and also in March, and therefore could see again some momentum returning close towards this region. It has got here rather quickly, so it could actually rebound and retrace back towards 103 if we do see a bounce of $93 a barrel. Well, that wraps it for the morning. Thank you very much for joining me. As always, look out for the intraday report and also the end of the day wrap.